I wasn't planning to turn the camera on this early in today's walk, but we've got so much dog poo bags, and I've had a toothbrush, we've had a few clothes pegs, and I think I know where it's all coming from. So morning, we are in the woods now, technically. Not far from the village green where last week's video took place. Oh, that looks like somebody's sock. So we're going to go into where we are a little bit in a second. Lots of little bits today. This is going to be the most unimpressive picking video, I'm afraid to say. I'm very hot today. I'm not actually sure how warm it is, but it definitely feels too hot. There's lots of dog poo bags really in the entrance here, and little bits of like just general, like there's been a lot of washcloths and odd bits like that. There's been some sponges, pegs, toothbrushes, a couple of extra pairs of socks. So you might have noticed there are nettles everywhere. I've already stung my leg pretty badly. I was actually trying to clean graffiti off this guy's wall, leant into some nettles, so my leg is burning. An issue. We will. I was hoping not to get anything too heavy too early, because it's not a great path for bins to drop off rubbish. Really lovely patch for nettle picking, wild garlic. There's a lot of blackberries, elderflower. If you know your mushrooms, there are a lot of mushrooms. Hey, that's nice and early, the Red Bull can. So before we get too involved in what we're doing today, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched the previous video and all of the comments. It's nice to have a warm welcome. I've done a lot of stuff online in the past, but this is obviously kind of like a brand new venture, so very grateful for all that support we've had initially. Also thank you for the patience with the kind of weird audio and some of the odd cuts. Where did that come from, I wonder? Oh, big cobweb there, sorry spider. What kind of bird is that? I wonder if Walk Littlest would know. Walk Littlest seems to have super bird knowledge. It's a squirrel. It's actually a squirrel. I was about to joke, or potentially it's a cat, but no, it's a grey squirrel. That is a very loud squirrel, chirping away there, probably saying, "Stay away from my nuts." I thought this would be a nice quiet path, but helicopters going on. Number one, the frame. It was in a odd resolution, absolute garbage, 007. We'll call him 007 for short. He did inquire, was that a odd quirk of the camera? And yes, it was, but it shouldn't have been. But we were in a 4:3 aspect ratio, and now we're in 16:9. You should get a little bit of a wider screen. I'm trying to dodge the brambles and stuff. Lovely blackberry bushes. We're in like, this would be a lovely place to forage as well, and you haven't got all of the cars. Yeah, we're not really seeing much rubbish here, which is lovely. It was bad near the entrance. I've got like half a bag and it's quite heavy, but I was hoping that as I started to come down the path we wouldn't see a lot, and it does appear to be that way. So yes, we fixed the resolution, so hopefully that aspect ratio is better. The audio is a bit trickier. Where my head is now, I'm looking directly forwards and I'm speaking kind of towards the camera, and the microphone's enjoying that. If I turn my head to look up the path behind me, the audio is worse. And when we get out of this overgrown, that's a big hole. I'm going to double bag in a minute. Okay, the camera just froze on me, which is not great. My plan is to buy a new camera eventually. I would like to do like 2 recordings a week. Oh, that's a nice scratch on the arm. So yeah, this is like a swampy, weird bottom end. It's a very fun place to walk. Look, water. Wow, stinging nettle up my eye line there, that's incredible. I don't know, so that's a stinging nettle there, that's obviously a chest camera. But up here, I'll bring it into frame, there's another one. Ooh, oh, there's so many high stinging nettles. That's a stinging nettle on my arm now. Hopefully this is the worst part. This fawns up on my eye line, again stinging nettle there. Oh, this is why this particular video is going to be not a whole lot of litter picking. Yep. So here's more of that stream, like I said, which is why like litter up here is a problem. Try not to let the bag get torn, but that means kind of putting myself in the stinging nettle path more. We might have to edit all this out, but I kind of want to keep it in so people know there was a struggle. When people are like, oh, you only did 1 or 2 bags, you'll know it was a hard fought 1 or 2 bags. Put sun cream on. I should have put like body armour. We're going to just walk along these planks. Now they're quite wide, but look at how wobbly this is. Look at that. This is the official path. Isn't this gorgeous? And it's not an amazing view in terms of like you can't see very far, but hopefully it's a nice thing visually for the camera to have, not just a bit of rubbish. Nice, some rubbish. Do that. I was going to say at least I'm in the shade, but I'm not. Unfortunately that looks like a vape box. A tragic shame. Feast, or do you know what I could do with a little ice cream like that? It almost looks like a compost heap, but you can't compost plastic. So little view. Oh, this is actually a nice view, I think, for you. It might not be. I'm not in it for the views. Oh, these are all brambles too. Can't drop the bag at any point because it'll just catch. Oh god, there's a bin. I truly didn't know if the bin was still up here. Top quality, good condition. You know what? And bag. Oh, stay in the shade a little bit and have a drink. Did say I was going to eat my banana in the parks. Alright, we have had a banana, most importantly. A big old National Grid danger box, isn't it? I want to look down the side, I don't really want to go near it. But it's obviously safe because it's not fenced off. There's no graffiti on it, which is amazing. Oh, a Nerf dart. I thought it was a vape for a second. It's a Nerf dart. Other foam dart brands are available. But now we've got to walk uphill, so you get to enjoy the out of breath narration as we climb this hill that I had intended to walk down. But yeah, here we go. I'm hoping this path's not so bad, but I think it might be worse. Some dog poo bags there. There are different like turn-offs and bits, so we could go up that way. We're sticking to this bigger path here. A little bit of a dog poo bag farm here. It's probably the same person. Same black bags, same location. But oh, it's nice. I'm in the shade, but I've also got a bit more breeze. I don't think this camera will do justice for how steep this is here. That just drops off. You gotta be careful. It makes picking these areas really fun. Anyway, we're now going to come to what I call the bottom field, so we can double back down the path. We're returning to the track that we left, where I said I wanted to get rid of my bag because it was getting heavy. So we're going to return to there. Oh, buried plastic, always. So now I'm on that same path. I've got the holiday park on my left, it was on my right before. We're walking downhill, so that'll be a bit easier. I won't record the journey back uphill, so you don't have to worry about me breathing heavily, and I'll join you at the... So it's about half an hour since I left you. That's the path that we went down. Just on our right is the path we came up from, and down on the left, the first sort of pit area. There wasn't that much. Honestly, You can see not a lot in the bag, a couple of bottles, more dog food bags, the usual. But I tried to record, I thought would look cool. You can be the judge. It's probably not a great shot, but there's me struggling up the hill. Wow, there used to be a footpath going down there. This one's a little bit easier to walk through, and I won't destroy the bag on it. This one gets used a lot more than that bottom path, but you will get a bit more of a lovely view up here. You know, you've got the sea and all of the kind of coastline there. Gorgeous, isn't it? This is what it's all about. This is why we do it. Look out for nature, because we want to be able to enjoy it forever. Little dog poo bag. Sorry about the low lighting. This camera isn't great in low light, unfortunately. Oh, this is looking lovely, isn't it? There's not really much up here. We will be going in a future instalment off the beaten path here. This is the gorge. Again, depth perception might not be there, but you can't see the bottom of this valley. Dog poo bag, nice. There is a river at the bottom of there, and then the zoo on the other side of the gorge as you come up. So yeah, the pit photo was taken just through here. So you can see there's a lot of trees. They've kind of died a long time ago. Ivy's overgrown and they're all collapsing. And this is the pit now. So people who watch Trash Trek, which apparently is everybody who watches my channel, not quite as severe as the pit for poor old Jared. Letting nature take this area back was great. That was the sort of the first big litter pick I did. I used to carry carrier bags in my rucksack with friends, and that was like, I was the person that would have the rubbish. I know. Hello. Goodbye. I always used to pick up what I could. That day, used every carrier bag I had, carried it all to the top where there used to be bins into that area. Oh god, there's a lot of poo bags up here. If you're really watching a rubbish channel because you want to see a lot of rubbish getting picked up, sorry. That isn't necessarily going to be like the highlight of most of my videos, because I want to take a little bit of time to actually enjoy the space we're picking and cleaning as well. This field itself isn't too bad. Okay, we're going in. This is like a shortcut between what middle and top field. So after that Facebook post that year, either for Christmas or birthday, I had on my wish list a bunch of like litter picking stuff. Obviously I'm going through a lot of areas with thorns and brambles and like rough terrain that's just cutting these bags up, and I don't want to have to double bag them all the time because that's obviously a bit wasteful. Get those water haul bags to reinforce my current picking bag. What is this? Did someone come and shave a dog? There's like so much fur here. It's a bit weird. I don't know what it could be. Could be some kind of insulation. Anyway, big dog poo bag. That's buried. I'll come and grab that in a second. This looks like out of a horror film. Well, these are all spiders. Net. It's always buried plastic bags. So here we are. Very bad fire pit here. Did somebody bring a bag of dog hair? A Durex. I mean, at least they're having safe sex in the woods. Although how safe is it if you're doing it here? This is not a nice... I'm getting quite a pervasive smell of poo up here. I can't imagine coming here with a romantic partner and... Right, we'll pull that out by hand because that's just going to get shredded because it's buried. So yeah, this is now like at the level that pit used to be all the time before it was really overgrown and claimed by nature. And I think that's sort of what we need to do up here. I think there's a glass bottle buried there. I haven't actually got any glass bottles yet. Because even the rubbish up here, half of it's buried. You know, it doesn't take long. You only need a couple of seasons where all of the fallen leaves and stuff really overgrows. and begins to bury. That bottle feels, oops, very heavy. I don't think someone brought them up here for the sake of playing a fire. But they've obviously oh, that bottle had stuff in it. This is going to be an area that I think we can... Oh, another condom packet. And, oh, is that slug juice? Should get that one in. This bag is significantly heavier now than it was when we began. Lots of tobacco pouches. Ew. So yeah, I think we're making up for the previous pit that I said wasn't so bad. I mean, this is obviously still nowhere near as bad as Trash Track has, but I think it's the challenge here is just how everything's kind of overgrown and buried. You have to physically kind of fight to pull half of it out the ground, which can be really difficult sometimes. Get stuck in properly. Need some of those vicious brambles and nettles to kind of grow back up. That'll snap and rot off probably before long, but this won't stop anyone who really wants to come in here. It just looks like a good inviting spot at the moment from the other side of the path. What I want is for this whole path here to overgrow. I'll be up here in a few days' time and I will look again. Just have to hope that the people using it like that aren't going to come up too soon. So we let Mother Nature take her course. What I want is for this to slow down, deter a couple of people, and then as it rots down, it kind of looks pathetic from this angle. And in a failing light, it might not look so obviously crossable. But I've made the most lightweight obstacle, I think. I only think that bit's done. There's like another floating dog poo bag. Okay, so here we are at Topfield, as I call it. Right there is the end of the path, and I don't know if you can see, there is a dog poo bin. So anyone who's leaving dog poo bags around is inexcusable, really. We're just going to do along this trail. We are going to head back down. It's probably a bit of a shorter video, I think. Look at this, just wall of blackberry bushes. Beautiful. Delicious. What's that? Oh, frutella. Do you like a good frutella? Is that another Nerf dart? Oh, it is a Nerf dart. It's weird, so far from the first one. Just over there, there's a boat, and I thought it was a lifeboat because it looked orangey, but it can't be because it's paddling so slow. Just over in the sea. I don't know if you can even see the sea. Right, we are on our second battery now. Little firework, I think. I think we're going to go, hopefully I'm going to go down the right path. We're going to go down the path that I never ever walk. Oh, Nivea lip balm. Did think that was a vape for a second. We've actually, again, had no vapes today. We've had 2 boxes, I think. Just coming in. I know I said I wasn't going off the track too much, but this is like quite a small spot. I don't think it gets too bad, and I could see a dog poo bag. This might look like the woods we were in before, but I promise you, this is not. That's my entire face is now a cobweb. And oh, is this camera too high? Since I changed the battery, you might want a bit of a lower angle. Drop down. Oh, these nice big fallen trees. Oh, I'm not going to step on. Kind of want to walk on it, but also think they might be quite rotten and I'd end up in them. Though I'm not so mad I came this way, because lots of little bits as well. Those are stones? Are those stones or polystyrene? Those small bits are equally as harmful. And you know, for nature, which is kind of what we're doing it for, right? For nature's sake, those small bits can be even more harmful because they break down and wash into waterways more easily. They're more likely to be ingested by animals. This is the path, this is the one I used to walk through. Hopefully I can go straight on. That's quite late, I want to get home. I was going to live stream when I got home. My intention of getting home at 5 o'clock and live streaming, but I don't think I will be. The Sainsbury's bag. I should have gone through the side path probably. We've got 2 bags. I'd have loved to have got more. Yeah, here's the other path. And I think you can see it's not very overgrown. It's really nice and wide. So I should have come down that way. Hopefully this has been an interesting video. I wanted to go and return to that spot and kind of talk a little bit about the origin of... I haven't been consistently litter picking a lot, and I got into a job where I basically didn't have the time or energy, and I have had a lot more free time, to be honest. I've been doing a lot of theatre stuff for a long time, and a lot of that theatre stuff is like now no longer happening or is kind of on the back burners. Just try to go off this path a little bit without getting myself killed. We're quite close to the bin now. I'll pop the bag here. I mentioned like not being able to live stream because it's a bit late. I do live stream over on Twitch. It's not related to this at all. There is no litter picking. It's mostly like games related. We play video games. The stream does make me a little bit of money. I don't really want to put this bucket in here because I think it's going to tear the plastic at the moment. Yeah, sorry, all of the stream income has this year gone into this stuff. So the water haul picker and hoop. I only bought these this year. I didn't have a hoop before. Also a lot of the graffiti cleaning stuff. I had some very kind donations and I've spent every penny of it. The graffiti cleaning spray, some wipes, gloves, scrubbing brushes, scouring pads, all sorts of things. And we've used most of the spray and the wipes. Oh. Some plastic here that I'm almost certain wasn't here when we were here before. But yeah, all of the money from the streams does go into this stuff. So if anyone is interested in that at all, you don't have to pay to watch it. But I get ad revenue. If you have Amazon Prime have something called Prime Gaming, which is a free subscription to a Twitch stream, which gives me about $2. I think it's £1.70 I get out of it. But you can do that once a month. It doesn't cost you anything extra. So my mum does that, for instance. I know I've got a lot of friends and family who have Amazon Prime and I can't convince them. This is on the safety rub. This is like the safety rubber so children falling off the swings don't get injured, and instead there's loads of sharp bits of plastic scattered around, which is not ideal for the children. Right, 2 bags plus that bucket. Not the most impressive haul probably, but not every litter pick can be. One day I'd love it for, you know, community litter pickers to be completely redundant. Like, we don't need to be there because everyone looks after their own rubbish. All of the links, as always, will be in the description of the video at Doris. You can still get a 15% discount on water haul equipment. I know since the last video somebody has bought some. I don't know if that was from the video or somebody I know in real life, but you can get that discount. Check out the other people as well who do this kind of content. They are also on the Doris link. And until I see you in the next one, this is a terrible... I should have ended the video when we had a lovely sea view. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye!